all right. What's up, guys? You're listening to our first podcast. My name is Tyler Monroe, and with me I have a good friend of mine.
Hi, everyone. My name is Armando Major.
And today we're going to talk to you guys about how exactly we got here to the University of Arizona, why we came here, and as seniors getting ready to graduate, we will also tell you guys tips and tricks on how to, survive college life. And let's get this going. Like I said, my name is Tyler Monroe. I am from Phoenix, Arizona, born and raised. And growing up, I attended Catholic school. And then from there, I went to a year of public high school and then transferred over to another Catholic high school named Brophy College Preparatory. And I am half Navajo, a quarter Hopi, and a quarter Thana O'odham. And I have two older sisters and a mother and a father. And 21 years old and getting ready to graduate. So I'll kick it over to Armando.
Hi, everyone. This is Armando. I am a senior sustainable built environments major with an emphasis in sustainable buildings. I was born in Nogales, but was raised in Sonoita, just south from Tucson. I first started at Elgin, all the way up to middle school, then I actually went to Cienega High School, brought me to here. So family, standard family, mom and dad, but I have an older brother and sister, as well as a younger sister, so siblings equal 3. But let's talk about how we got here in college.
Okay, well, I think my college career started when I was a senior in high school. At the beginning of my senior year of high school, my guidance counselors and everything started to mention to me everything about college and steps on how to, get there. And with the help of my guidance counselor, I was able to apply to a lot of different out-of-state schools as well as the University of Arizona. But ultimately, I knew I would always be a Wildcat just because growing up, I always had souvenirs that my parents would buy me. I would always watch the football games on TV. I was really into basketball growing up too, so I would always watch the U of A basketball games. And although many of my family attended NAU, I just always knew that I was going to be a Wildcat. So Armando, I'll kick it over to you and how you got here.
Thank you, Tyler. For me, to be honest, when I was in high school, actually I had no idea what I was going to do. I knew I wanted to go to college, but I had no idea how I was going to pay for it. I knew my parents weren't going to really help me that much, but that was all right. So I actually was planning on joining the military, and I was actually planning to join Marines, which would have been really hard. But after talking to my brother's wife, who actually graduated in chemistry a year before I actually started college, she actually helped me a lot and really motivated me to, actually apply myself and helped me a lot with FAFSA and scholarships and really made college like an option for me. And that's what really I think that's what really got me here. As for my major, I had a lot of experience with construction and electrical work, so I really want to continue that field, but I really wanted to change our future. And so with innovations and new sustainable practices, sustainable environments really was ideal for what I really wanted to do.
All right, that was some good stuff you told me, Armando. One thing I forgot to mention is my major. I am a economics major with a minor in business administration. All right, and how exactly I got to be this major, it's kind of a long story, but I'll condense it. At first, when I got here, I was a fine arts major, wanting to pursue photography. And quickly, my mindset changed and I went to engineering. And from there, I just didn't really like it, and so I switched to general studies with an emphasis in economy and industry. But ultimately, I wanted to get into like a business type of setting, so I switched to pre-business, and I couldn't cope with the pressure of trying to get into a tough college like Eller, so I then switched to the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, and this is how I came up to the major of economics with a minor in business administration. And so back to what we were gonna originally talk about. I think it's Armando. It's pretty important that that we give them some tips on how to prepare for college, right?
Oh, I totally agree. Here, I'll give them right now. Tip number one for me is really apply for scholarships. Even if you don't think you're going to get it, there's a ton of other students that are thinking the exact same thing. So your odds are actually better at that point. So just apply. Probably won't even take you an hour. You probably make a lot of money.
And yeah, like you said, scholarships, it's free money pretty much. So you can, it's for you to have and for you to, survive once you get to college. And I think my tip for high school students to prepare for college is probably do dual enrollment courses if it's available at your school. Because unfortunately, I did not do this. And because of that, I had to, be bombarded with full course load, pretty much every semester. And one of my good buddies, he actually did dual enrollment in high school. And now he's, on the verge of graduating early. So I highly recommend that you do dual enrollment because not only can you possibly graduate early, it saves you a lot of money in the long run. Okay, so transition into the next segment. Now what we want to talk about is tips on how to survive when you get here and how to survive your first year of college. So with that, Armando, do you have anything to say about that?
Well, actually, I do. I know a lot of you are going to be really homesick, but that's okay. Honestly, I would really say get involved in like any activities that you enjoy doing. We have a lot of clubs that really allows you to meet a lot of new people, let you meet a lot of friends, and honestly makes the college life much more enjoyable.
And with that, getting involved, not only does it allow you to meet people, right? It also allows you to network and make connections, and that's really helpful in order for you to better prepare yourself for your life after college. And I guess my other tip is, there's a lot of easy classes, relatively easy classes here, and then again, there's a lot of hard classes here. For example, math. I was never good. Armando, were you good at math?
I was until I got to college.
Yeah. See, so, but even if you're struggling in math or any other subject for that matter, there's a resource here called the Think Tank. And you want to elaborate just a little bit on that, Armando?
Yeah, so the Think Tank is just it's a free tutoring service paid through your tuition, and they honestly cover a very broad amount of studies, and it's really help a lot, especially if you're stuck on that one homework assignment that you can't go through. It really is wise to go ahead and get help when you need it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of think tank areas around campus, so you don't have to if you're living across campus, you don't have to walk all the way across just to get to a think tank. More than likely, there's going to be one that's close to you and convenient for you. All right, Armando, I think we've reached the end of our podcast. Am I right?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay, so before we go, do you have any piece of advice that you want to share with our listeners?
Yeah, just remember, guys, college is a journey that you create, and And don't be afraid to try new things, because odds are it's going to be a great experience.
All right, that was a pretty good piece of advice, Armando. I gotta admit that. And I guess my piece of advice to you guys out there who are listening is, this is a motto that I live by. I have no idea where I got this from, but I live my college experience life by this quote. It's not about the grades you make, but the hands you shake. Thank you very much.